Okay, so we've made this video because Rod Barika asked us to, and he was having a trouble with the blade here kind of just flopping about and the key being in a poor state. So we're going to show you how to change this and take all the bits out and put it into a new flip that works and get it all sorted. Okay, so the reason that all the tape was here on the key is because there should be a small tab that goes on here that holds the two parts of the key together, and you can see that tab if you look at that there. This here, it's a little plastic bit. It's a shame really that it breaks off so easily. When it breaks off, the two parts of the key, they just fall apart and there's nothing keeping them together, and that's why you get all the tape on. So we're going to put this out of the way for now. So you've got two options here. You can either have this key cut, which is going to be a lot easier, or you can put this blade into here. There are a couple of problems with that, and we're going to go through them in a bit. And so we'd recommend getting the key cut, but if you're going to do that, get this key cut before you start messing around is the best bet. Okay, so this is what we use in our job. It's like a vise that holds keys, and you're just going to have to find something to hold the thing in place. We're going to use a little punch, and so you're going to need some sort of pin and obviously just a hammer. So we're going to knock that out. Obviously it's a lot easier when you've got tools like this. And see how the pin comes out the other side. Okay, so just finish it off with popping that out there, and then the blade will pop out there. Okay, so you've got the choice of swapping this over to that or getting the blade cut. We're going to take it all apart now and show you why we think you should get the blade cut, and then I'll show you the reason that it's so difficult to take this blade and put it into that. Okay, so this is the first problem you got, is that when you put the old blade into the new part, you'll probably be able to see through there that the hole doesn't line up, doesn't match up, and that is a problem, because you obviously want to fit a pin in there to hold it in place. So you've either got to make this hole bigger or you've got to get the blade cut. Okay? That's your two choices. When you're putting the blade back into here, if you find it doesn't fit, if you pop the pin just in the first bit, and then it's easier sometimes if you just line it up and then just squeeze it with some pliers rather than try and hit it with a hammer. It's quite difficult to hit it accurately with a hammer, and then you might need to just finish that off once you got it close. Here we go. It's just, you know, hold it in a vise or something. I'm going to hit it just now just to finish it off. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we've got this blade cut now from the other one. Just make sure it turns the locks and everything, and before you start putting the chip into here and gluing it in. And now we've got to open up this key. First off, underneath this badge here is a screw that keeps it all together. It's quite tricky getting this badge off, so you just need to take, now I've had this off before, okay, but it was very hard initially to get this sticky stuff to let go of the badge. So just be careful when you're getting it off so you don't slip. Keep the badge because we can reuse that. And the next thing is there's a whole kind of layer of glue there, like a sheet of sticky stuff. Okay, so get yourself a decent screwdriver, get it in place and undo the screw. Put that to one side. And then these two parts just fall apart. Okay, so this is quite common. It's a really old key here. Okay, so there was a problem with the spring. So we're going to get that out of the way. And there's your blade. Now, this is really important. This here is the transponder chip. Okay, when we get it out, you'll see it. And this needs to be taken out and put into the new key. Now, the problem is that sometimes they're glued inside here. And if you try and get it out, you'll break it. So we're going to get it out, and I'll tell you how we did that. So the problem we've got is that even if you bang that out, it's not moving, and that's because it's either a really tight fit or it's glued. So there's a couple of ways to do this. You can try and trim a bit of the plastic away. Okay, to try and give yourself a bit of, see if you can get a grip on it. Okay, and then just, you've got to avoid the chip, obviously. Don't want to be getting that. Okay, so all I've done here is got these and trimmed away at the side of the chip and to the edge. Okay, you just got to be really careful with this, because if you even nick it, you're gonna stop it reading. And then get something thin. I've got a razor blade, but just something that you feel comfortable with, and slot it down the side there. Okay, and if you gently ease it out, there's the chip. Okay, and there's no damage to that. That all looks good. There's a little bit of plastic stuck to it, but that'll be okay. Okay, so that's the thing that is going to make the car start, and in a minute we're going to put it into the new part. Okay, so let's just have this apart, undo the screw. That's that. Then you just want to pull this apart. It's going to fly all over the place, but here we go. So that's not too bad. Now it's good if you can leave this so it stays in one place. That's good, if possible. Then you need to find the chip. Now, where did that go? Here we go. So here's the chip. Okay, and that needs to go into the slot there for the chip. Okay, it should just slide in there. I wouldn't bother gluing it because it's quite tight. Anyway, just press it down inside and just make sure it's all flush, which it is. So that's nice and smooth and flush. All right. I wouldn't bother. Unless that's loose, I wouldn't worry about gluing it. Okay, and then we want to be putting this cover back on. So if you've opened it, so I'll open that back up now, and it all falls apart, which, you know, it could do, and all the bits fall out and the spring and everything. So that's more likely going to happen. All right, it's quite unusual for it to just come open, stay in one piece. Okay, so this can be quite frustrating, putting them back together, but you just got to stick at it really. It's a little bit, you need 3 hands really. So this spring here, you need to just lay that down so that one of the parts of the legs goes into the little insert there. Okay, that's the first thing. The next thing is that this here on the back, okay, has another little insert there, and that needs to get caught in that leg there, if that makes sense. So that you're trying to get this bit of spring into that there, and it's not very easy to be absolutely honest. So you got to think about it, and when you get it, you need to wind it round. So you want to spring this when you press the button for it to spring that way, don't you? So you need to line this up. Okay, now at the moment that's poking out, and then you want to hold it, squeeze it together, and you want to move it round slowly so that that little bit of spring goes into that gap. Keep it held together, wind it round, keep it going. You can do it again. Wind it round. I know it hasn't done it there, so this is going to be a bit frustrating. It's a little bit fiddly. You just got to stick at it. And hopefully okay, so we saw there that this spring that they've sent with the key is broken already. It's no good, so we'll get rid of that. We're going to reuse the Mazda spring that came out because that's a decent spring. It's strong. Okay, keep winding it out. Right, that's picked it up now. I can feel that. So if I let go of that now, it springs back out. Okay. So now the spring is in that little groove and it's all ready to go. I'm going to give it another wind to make it work well, but you don't have to. You can just have it on one. So now that spring's under tension, the leg's located properly, and we're going to get it all together now. The next thing is that this part here can go in one of 2 ways, and we want the long leg, what I call the long leg. So you see this part, oh, let me find a screwdriver to show. This part here has got to be in the direction of the blade. Okay. Then we've got a spring that needs to go in. And so now we're all ready to go. And this is the fiddly bit. This cover, this cover has got to go over the whole of this without you letting go of this. And it is not simple. So you just got to hold everything in place and try and get it closed without it all falling to pieces, and that's fine. So before you do the screw up, that flicks out, and now we need to get the screw in. As I say, quite often when you do these, it won't work, it will fall apart. It's a little bit frustrating, it can be, so you just got to stick at it really. Okay, so that's that. So you can just leave it like that, or if you want to, you can find the Mazda badge. Now at the moment, the back of that Mazda badge hasn't got any glue in it, so if you want to use it, you're going to need something to stick that on there. Okay, if you use glue, you then won't be able to get it off if you get any problems, but it's up to you. And the last thing is that this here then is going to go back together. You see you've got the tab now. So let's just get it all located. click it together. It clicks out, it folds back, and hopefully it stays together. So I hope that's helpful. That's how you repair a Mazda key. Just remember that get the blade cut first, try it on your car, it makes life a lot easier.